Augustine was a teenager when his father was saved, but he persisted for about 15 more years until he finally came into the church. It wasn't until Augustine was in his 30s that he finally came home. It was in the aftermath of the greatest crisis in the history of the church, up until that point, that arguably the greatest theologian in the first millennium of church history was raised up. To summarize, Augustine came of age during the greatest crisis the church had ever seen, was raised in a home with a pagan father, and it was the tears and prayers of his mother that brought about his conversion. Of course, God's grace had something to do with it, and that's just it. And where sin abounded, grace did more abound. We read that in Romans. We often forget that heresy, before it is a canonical crime, is a sin, and it need not be declared officially by any authority for it to be sinful to be a heretic. The church is overrun with the modernist heresy, just as it was during the Arian heresy, and this acute crisis has been lasting for what seems like a century. The heresy that seems to be present everywhere is a grave crime against God, but where sin abounded, grace did more abound.